Hello and welcome back to Songs of Syx. We are continuing on with our little lizard colony. We're just shy of 200 people. We are on our way back up, but we have settled in nice and good. We just had to take a little break to watch the big Creative Assembly Total War announcements, which were not very interesting. So we've been having a fun time ripping on them in chat. The things that we really need to get done today. Can I get more masons going? I definitely can. We got the pops for that. You know, we got this like 1.5k stone. We have all this stone down here, and then we do have a quarry available up there for later. So I figure if we can get a bunch of stone going, we can get all of our houses decorated with that, which will make everybody nice and happy and good. And then we can keep carrying on. So disappointed you wasted your time? Yeah, it was a pretty disappointing set of announcements. That's for Don Tootin. That's for really Tootin. Just got a fancy new printer, all ready for it to be broken already. Gonna have to pay extra to get a replacement because no more in stock and no more Black Friday deals. That is very annoying. That is the most annoying. I don't love that for you, Newton. Let me tell you. I guess I'm gonna have to save up for basements. That's the next thing we need to do, is we need to expand these labs. And honestly, I think the only way to do that is probably to torch this torch and start growing them out this way. So we're gonna do just that. Ba-da-dum-ba-ba-da-da. Do we have enough wood for this? He says, looking at his 4 wood in the stockpile. Yikes. All right, grab what you can, dudes. I'm gonna throw another 2 guys on the warehouse. And since it seems like this is a popular road, I'm going to add a little road up there. There's also some popular roadage out this way, but it's not too bad. I think what we'll do is we'll probably keep this apple orchard because it's so close, it's really hard to say no to. And that way I can actually set up an export depot and I can just say export apples. 100%. No, export apples. Good grief, what am I looking at here? That's a fine radius. You're going to pull them from this warehouse. The minimum price cap, probably 10. We'll only priority fetch when at least 30% of our warehouse crates are filled. I don't know, man. I guess all of them. I feel like I am missing a bar here that says how many of them you want to move. When an export depot has priority fetch enabled, it will fetch units from storage sites that does not have priority fetch enabled, but only if the total goods stored exceeds this limit. Export workers will only priority fetch when at least 0% of our warehouse crates are filled. I do feel like I'm losing my damn mind here, but such is life. Posting about how much stone he has, and I can't even get wood. Classic Dwarf Fortress, really, right? Link to my age? Stone and wood don't mix? You telling me getting stone and getting wood doesn't mix? Oh, no. The spell's trouble. Didn't even port the remasters of Medieval 2, Empire, and Napoleon to PC. I mean... yeah, I don't know. A lot of the ports are not necessarily great, but... so can we not, like, expand over existing structures? There we go. That's the button I'm looking for. I do feel like I could probably be making this stuff out of stone now as well. So why don't we do that? And then... tack, tack. Oh, that's perfect, dudes. And hopefully they will upgrade these mud walls to stone walls. I might have to manually do that, though. So this will give us a nice little research bench. This will literally triple our research right now. Waited months for that, now you're just mad. Empire Tablet is a DLC that the PC doesn't have? Really? Wow. Rock and stone, you say? Rock and stone, brother. Turn walls diagonal only for aesthetic purposes. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, I like that. I don't know if I like it on my houses, though. Kind of like the house is square. Feels more propes. Somehow. I guess because they're all jutting out at all sorts of ridiculous angles, so. All right, homies. What do you need to bring in? 158 wood and 40 furniture. Maintenance costs have gone up a lot right now. So the other thing I'm thinking about is, like, can I start upgrading these houses? To being, like, structures. Mud, stone, wood, stone. Does doors still exist? Do I need to manually do the doors? This will save us like a lot on maintenance, for example. Those are mud walls as well. Job is unreachable. It'll eventually be performed, but it will be difficult for your subjects. 3617. When you say that, how exactly do you mean? It also says like this is unreachable. And I feel like that can't be the case. They did eat my door. Why is there not a door button here? Oh, I can build fences. Wood fence, stone fence. Stop subjects and animals from wandering where you don't desire them. So I could build a little fence around this orchard. And I think I'm going to do that just because it would look cute. Stockade. Stone fence. Oh, God dang it. Let me build my stone fences and then let me fix the other thing before my ADHD just absolutely takes control of me. Just give it a little opening right there. So, yeah, how do I rebuild a door here, I guess is my question. Oh, it just counts as a ceiling. I understand. So I just have to do that. Can I set it to... Oh, convert. There we go. That is also a ceiling for some reason. Though that makes no sense. Those are stone walls now as well. Okay, okay. Nice. So that house is stoned. That house is good and stoned. Something weird has happened with that longhouse here. Where it kind of lost its corner. I'm not entirely certain how I did that, but it seems to be working, so... You know what? It's got the same thing here. How bizarre. Convert to stone. Oh, I could just do that. A new level has been bestowed for hitting 200 populations. We now have the training ground, the army supply depot, and the stockade. We get 30 innovations and plus 10 knowledge. And now we can start training our troops as well, which is very exciting. Wow, convert is instant. That's good to know. Let's do that in the future instead. Makes way more sense. Doors are for nerds. You don't need them. Just phase straight through the walls. You got it, boss. Basements require 500 populations. So I can't get fancy roads until I have over 500 pops. Great. Okay, I'm going to build statues then. And what else? Small town, physicians, police, tax workers. That's for the empire buildings. Soldiering, fortifications, archery, guards, slavery, embassies. Going to require 8 innovation if I want to. I already have that. This I require 150 people working in Globdian pastures. I do have enough people that we can increase the fisheries. At the cost of 2, honestly, pretty good deal. Probably going to do that one too. Great. We have masonry, basic craftsmanship, fine craftsmanship. Unlock the smithy, the paper maker, the boyer, the jeweler, falcatas, spears and warhammers, makeshift weapons, and crude crafting tools. I mean, I would like to learn how to make regular spears. I guess I need a smithy for that. So we're going to unlock a smithy. And I'm going to unlock the boyer so we can have archers as well. Typical skill issue, right? Typical skill issues. We don't have a mass grave, but I'm realizing instead of a mass grave, can we not just eat the dead? Cannibals butcher corpses for meat and other resources. Having them can be severely detrimental to your reputation, but some species actually prefer humanoid meat. Isn't that us? Don't we prefer humanoid meat? What's our opinion about cannibalism? This is disliked by your plebeians. Higher values equal less fulfillment. I feel like this is saying because I have 0 cannibalism, we're upset. Can I get some advice on that from chat? Would we be happier if we were eating corpses? Cobblestone roads, 20, 50. These are 10 and 50 paved roads. They're both 25. I mean, let's start upgrading some roads then. Dare I just do, like, all of this? I don't have that much stone. I mean, we got a lot of stone, but we don't have that much stone. Probably the path down here would be best. And this seems like probably a pretty popular zone. That'll keep them busy. This will make our roads a lot more durable, which means we'll use less maintenance and hopefully less wood. Unfortunate? No, it's because you have 0 cannibalism. Your guys are happy. I bet the bar gets red with this, like, okay. Malcontent with increase will higher level of cannibalism. I thought for some reason these guys were like pro cannibals. But honestly, I genuinely wasn't sure. So requires tech archery. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I not get archery there as well? Oh, unlocks archery range. What's the difference between knowledge and innovation, I wonder? It says I have 13 technology, but I ain't so sure about that. Well, we got a lot of rocks around town. I guess let's get rid of them first. Before we start moving to those rocks. We're gonna need another housing district pretty shortly. We only got 18 more spaces left. Look at that! Roads! All roads lead to roads, or something like that. Lizard people don't like cannibalism? I mean, it's confusing, isn't it? Cannibals dislike your plebeians? Obviously, I just want to look up like Songs of Syx and Morvian's cannibalism? It's not cannibalism if it's a different race. That's called energy efficient. Aha, okay, so Talapi are the only ones who enjoy cannibalism. I believe. The wiki for the game is very funny because it's kind of inconsistently out of date. And like the Amoebans who were playing, their page is significantly different than everybody else's page. Yeah, no, they hate cannibalism. Okay. That makes sense because they hate every other race. So I imagine eating their own race would be like would look pretty poo-poo, you know? So I want to make sure we have room for apples in here. We've got one crate for apples. We'll put one crate for mushrooms just in case. Well, I did also just unlock a smithy. But like a smithy is going to use coal and metal. I don't know why I unlocked this. It's not like I could use either of those things. I don't have any fabric either. I feel like I have no way to make a lot of the stuff we want right now. Like I don't get leather from these globs. So maybe I should make a mass grave. Arranged criminals and slaves can be buried here. Oh, okay. No, I will need an actual proper graveyard. A training ground I could see going on the outside of town. I can't remember how big these are allowed to be. Oh, these are buildings as well. So I feel like, could I maybe make them look like this? Or would that still be too much? That'd still be a little too big. So we're probably going to do nice big hallways. That's what, 12? That'd be 24, and I could actually build it in a couple of different ways. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go this way instead. "24 soldiers seems reasonable. Probably would have made more sense if I put it one over so that people could at least walk up this path. Bataya badum. Good grief, I am doing this the worst way possible. Ah, what am I doing? Doors, 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 doors. Trading dummies. Yes. Yeah, how am I consistently doing this so incorrectly? I swear, you'd think I don't have a brain cell on me. Sometimes I wonder where all those brain cells are because they don't seem to be here. All right. I am going to make a nice cobbler road out here. Get these guys some more room. To quote a lizard man, maybe the snacks are the friends we made along the way. Someone in a Discord server I'm a part of is messaging me because they want to sell their art to me while you're crashing out. I mean, are they a bot? Because I get those a couple times a day for sure. Discord bots are outrageously out of control recently, I find. Wow, we went through that stone real fast, homies. Like, I would go so far as to say worrisomely fast. Alright, we're also going to need some more houses, so I'm going to smart remove those roads. And we're going to build another little complex in here. Except it's not going to be too complex. Do you get it? Do you get it? Might be rather simple. Rather simplex, even. I'll see myself out. It's okay. Don't worry about me. I mean, I'm technically here all week, but it's good. Yeah, I don't have to be. Longhouse would be too long. Old Longhouse Johnson, that's what they called him. How do I make this not absolute chaos? Answer, you don't. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. $10, $20, $30, $40, $55. Could technically fit an apartment there without blocking either of those doors. Those are just roofs. All right. I do have to clean that up a little bit because some of this does not make sense. All right. Why not? Give it a shot. Boop, 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 boop. We'll see what that looks like. Part of our server finally swing the band hammer again. So many bands. Oh, did I build all this with stone? I did. I didn't mean to build that road with stone, but you know what? What's done is done. We might as well make some upgrades then. That's hilarious. I built this laboratory, made it so much bigger, and then I forgot to put anyone else working in it. Our fisheries are both like maxed out, which is good. The glib globs. Workload is low. I'm fine with that. It has occurred to me that I probably actually want this fence to go here. We no longer have enough workers to man all of our workplaces. You can quickly turn into a complete collapse of the city. You now need to set work priorities, given the highest ones what is most essential. You can also give through all of our workplaces. Perhaps workload is slow in some and labor can be freed elsewhere. Aha, this is because we have a bunch of people training. In part. I think this will clear up once there's less building to be done. Also, why don't I just import more people? That's the real answer. So under our military... Yes, see, this is not correct. Just disband some of these divisions. This guy can be a sword division. And this guy could be a bow division. I'm gonna put them both at like 100 people. Even though that number is probably gonna go up after a while. Got to apply this. So you have a club and your symbol is... Let's make it like arrows, I guess. Let's make it arrows, I guess. Accept. Excellent. And so now what'll happen is like people will basically train, and then when they're done training, they will go back and rejoin the workforce. So I don't really ever have to worry about them. They're just gonna sort of do their own thing. Oh man, we have so much stone. We gotta have more people on this warehouse. I did not realize how overloaded that was. And I'm going to say this could probably go up to 250 now, at the very least. Maybe even more, depending on how all this gets built. Yeah, boys are still hungry for stone. I get a feeling like this door didn't work, but maybe it's okay. I mean, somehow he's in there, so... Seems all good to me. So the logs, I think, are making plants? It kind of looks like. Maybe? The little, like, doormats? So funny popping over that bathroom and just hearing them just absolutely poop. We could get some upgrades to that stuff as well, but... I think right now I want to get the archery range up and running. Which will also mean we need to get a boiler up and running, which honestly we do not have. the furs for? You do count as crafting, so why don't I left shift one of these and just make a voyeur? Hope that they make it out of mud. Then we'll expand those dirt roads. Whoops. And I guess getting a archery range up and running. Do we put it like behind the trading depots? I guess that could look nice. These guys just get to sit outside. Ah, you're slightly not big enough. If I ran it ever so differently. Like made this building too bigger and just put like empty spaces on each side. I could have some really nice back-to-back archery targets. You know what? Let's do that. And that. I don't think we have any of these bows. But only one way to find out. Well, no, there's more than one way, but we're going to find out that way. Huge construction team just coming swooping in here, putting this together. Never let go of it. Else I'll never make it to Valhalla. I need to be ready even in your sleep. Oh, we need another 12 metal for this construction. Who got the metal for us? These guys are 231. These guys, 342. Oh, you got the metal for us then. What did I say I need? 13? Deal. I'll give them 20 stone blocks. Blast in. So these guys that are next to us, it looks like they have conquered one of the settlements over here. I think this guy got conquered as well. So if I'm going to want these settlements, we're going to have to get ready to move soon. This is probably the first guy we're going to have to grab because it looks like he's the only one that can go across the sea. I'd love to have that little corner of the map. I think that would be great. Are we independent? We are, yeah. Yeah, we have a trade agreement with the humans to our north. And we are doing some trading with the pigs to our east. But we are free as a bee. Flash, 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 lightning. Our biggest issue is that we just don't really make anything of value. We ain't making enough of nothing. Oh, I have a ton of livestock right now. Am I still importing livestock? Oh, dude, I think I am. That's where all my money went. Well. How you want to do this, little homie? Probably like this. And then I'm kind of thinking we put another one right here. Though, looking at this map, I guess I could go like this. And I could even squish another one in here if I wanted to. Baby steps. We are going to refurbish this because I don't want that. I want that gate further down. And same thing here. Oops. All right. Well, we're going to pull a bunch of stuff out. But we have so many extra of these guys right now. Like, I have 51, so I have almost enough to fill both of these. By the time they're made, we might just produce enough off of this guy to get the rest. We're producing almost 1 livestock a day, so should be good. We also have our boyer up and running, who needs leather. So what do we have? We have these like wild war beasts, can be tamed enough to ride upon and give our troops much leverage in battle. Obviously, I love that idea. All the other animals are pretty goddamn far. I have a single turkey there. I have a single back to crawler, but that's not really valuable. And I think we wrote over whatever was down here. Whatever it was. Got to fish more to sell more. Goddamn toilet noises. There should really be a turn off toilet noise button. I don't want to hear the pooping. For the love of God. No more, please, sir. And we're going to need a ludicrous amount of wood for these. So let's just get to clear cutting. Whatever's left on the map. Honestly, that stuff is like so far away. Starting to think it is. We better start thinking of another path. Hi, Mona. At least we seem to be like, we're doing good with the vegetables. We are getting eggs. And as we build these Globidin farms, we'll have a handful more. We are selling off the apples for money. Is it a good deal? No. But is it like, I don't know, free apples? I guess. Even when I'm not anywhere near the toilets, I can hear them pooping. I truly feel like that can't be right. We could probably expand this woodcutter now that we've also cleared out all this lower area. To be honest, the reason I wasn't doing this was because we had these little peacocks down here that give us eggs, but they're spawning in so poorly that it's not really of a value to me anymore. And in fact, even at max, I ain't sure it's going to make a difference. Let's just do that real fast. Clear out those little bits. Little bits and bobs. Sounds like Mona's figured out how to operate the toilet. Dude, Mona is obsessed with the toilet, is the truth. Every time I go in there, she like wants to see me flush it. Wow. She always wants to know what's going on. And she's been like this since she was extremely young. Hey, Momo. You want to do some ASMR for us? Yeah, purrs and poops. That's what we want to hear this morning. Finally, some good content, I know. Hi. She's like, I don't know what's going on. I'm confused. You're confused. Where am I? 20 houses, man. We're growing really well, which is good. I still have a bunch of this drink as well. Maybe we could sell that off. Wow, we just sold those apples for like 3K, which is fantastic. Maybe I can also just buy wood. Is that an option? No. Oh, yeah, it is. 14 per wood? 21 per wood. Sell off the rest of that booze in the meantime. I guess there's not a lot of wood in this part of the world. Well, the woodcutter. The boyer's using 7, the carpenter's 30, maintenance of 24. Yeah, I'm gonna need way more of these guys. Unless I could change it that the carpenters use stone. Oh, the carpenters can produce spears with metal and also shields and also hammers. That's good to know. Oh man, I forgot to turn on a crate for bows. Whoopsie. I don't know that we're making anything else here yet. Spears do not deal a lot of damage, but increase defense in the front as well as organized formation. Its length makes it unsuited for mounted combat. Really? A spear is unsuited for mounted combat? That does not seem correct to me. So have these guys made a single bow? What's going on? Oh, no, because there's no leather. Your first crime has been committed. For smaller cities, it's not a big issue, but you might want to look into setting up a few guards and prisons once those are available to you. Well, can I trade for leather? 48. And you 76. That's very expensive stuff. We're gonna buy 100 of them because I need some. But without consistent leather, I can't make consistent bows. And without consistent bows, I'm going to run into some trouble. What am I going to equip us with? This is like rapidly becoming the problem we're facing. You lads just keep cutting down trees. Get them wherever you can. We're still netting up in food, and that's like before those other pastures are even up and running, so. Certainly an argument for another set of houses down here. If we want to keep expanding, we're going to need to do that. So, just going to gut all this right now. I know we use those roads, but I'm just going to have to rebuild them around depending on what kind of housing structure we make. I might make something a little more traditional here. We're going to have to see. I don't really feel like we could have a lot more people working in this lab. I mean, we can have more people. You know what? It's not even maxed out right now, right? Yeah, it's like half max, so I think it will suffice once we get our pops up. So I think I'm going to build alongside of it. And we'll work out something that looks nice. Actually, you know what? Gonna want people to walk around the edge of it too, so otherwise we can't really fit in that many houses. There's gotta at least be like a secret pathway in between. Maybe we can do like a couple small houses in here too, just for kicks. A house like that, a long house like that. Another house, another long house. This guy is going to be the guy who lives in like the center. He's going to be the secret house in the middle. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85. I mean, it'd be really nice if we could fit like another 1, 2, 3. That's pretty outrageous. Pretty criminal looking setup here we got going. But it'll do us. Golden. That'll bring us up to 300 at least. Probably more. Probably closer to 400. I am smart enough that I'm building this out of stone, though I will admit that was mostly by accident. Genders are keeping up fine with everything. Okay, so some tech we could use is like for the marketplaces and stuff. Civics. Food stall upgrade for innovation. So it's a slightly better marketplace now. You don't really need to carry meat. Hello again. Pleasure to see you, Mona. We have no clothing. Everyone in our society is butt-arse naked. Interesting. At least all of our egg pens are up. Honestly, I think we're gonna need some other animals. I also think adding in some canals. Yeah, we have all this stone. Let's add in some canals. Similar canals do so underground and connects the other culverts within its radius. It is less efficient than canals. Can I build a road over a canal? Interesting. This will give buffs to all this farmland as well. Let's just do something like that, because I got to figure out where we can actually pump water from. Just not fresh water? Salt water. Ooh. I have to go in. Look at that little guy up all the way fishing up there. That's cool. Uh-oh. So I have fresh water, but as it comes into shore, it becomes salt water. Oh no, until it's like all the way up here. Is there an overlay to be like fresh water? Oh, I might be able to build it there. Oh man. It's doable, but that would not be ideal. It's not enough. Oh, buddy boy, buddy, old pal, old buddy, old pal. It's gonna make our life a lot more complicated. I have to bring fresh water down from all the way up there. I'll even tell you, this isn't getting done then. Not today. Salty tears from your citizens turning it into salt water. Am I an evil ruler? I don't think we've decided on that. I wouldn't necessarily say that we're a good ruler. So I am a little bit curious. What happens if I build a canal with a road over it? Like, is that a thing I can do? Yes. Yeah, okay. This is gonna be a big, costly experiment. I guess I don't know, like, if I can update the roads over these guys as well. Does that work? I mean, our guys love water, so for them to walk or swim through a bunch of culverts isn't really a big deal. Not when you think about it. Uh-oh. Okay, that's just leisure time. It is, like, really bad for their pathfinding, though. All right, so it does slow them down a lot. If that's the case, I'm going to remove that. I'm going to stone road that pathway. This also probably is not needed then, but I guess we'll find out. I'm just trying to bring fresh water to all these guys because I know it'll give them a huge boost to production. Oh, nice. And our archery range is up and running as well. So we do have military started. %, melee training. Yeah, it'll take up some time. And you guys are what, set to 300 right now? But I have an extra 78 houses, so let's go 350. Let's see how that turns out. Interesting. This did appear not to work. So I think I'm just going to do like that. And that. And then that should be fine. Or actually, hold on. Making things like just unnecessarily complicated for myself here right now. But, you know. Trying to squeeze in. Oh, an apartment is 3. I thought an apartment was 2. Yeah, all right. Good enough. Let's see what they do. Finns of Morlack, my wave maker. I am Chiss, the Astoria of Death, the leader of a humble non-profit organization. I am nearby your land-dwelling ATM, and it would be a shame to leave you without the opportunity to pay me tribute. Please ship us the following. Our scouts report these people have about 15 soldiers. Paying them a safe sum is a safe bet. Declining might lead to trouble. We have 1 day to decide. You want $200, 500 fish, and 150 cut stone. I hate to say it, but we're going to have to give it to him. Our military is not ready yet. Oh, I like that. I don't like that one bit. I don't. Well, at least we have a couple more homes ready to go. Can people get in here? It kind of looks like they can't. Does the door have to be in the center? I feel like a no is the answer. Overwrite door. Will that work? Yeah, looks like it. That probably also means that these rooms are not working properly because I screwed that up. for sure that is 100% the case. These guys are all fine back here. It's just that nobody's living in them. These guys are all fine. That guy's fine. Okay. I feel like this should not be poking out the way it is. Right? Here we go. That feels better to me. Yeah, now people will live in that home. I don't know whether or not they will live in those homes. But we're going to try to find out. Can we build an aqueduct or some hodgepodge version of one to bring fresh water closer? That's basically what I'm trying to do with these canals. Certainly a hodgepodge attempt. The only problem is I need to bring it down from all the way up here. Next to this coal deposit. Well, I guess I have been thinking about how we need coal and we need iron. There's iron over there. All right. You've sold me. Really need a diagonal builder here. Tick tack, tick tack, tick tack, tick tack. I mean, having a little outpost up here is something we can certainly figure out. It ain't gonna harm us. Functions somewhat as a second colony. There's certainly room for another fishing bay up here, along with a water pump and some coal mining. We're going to build a road just to make life a little bit easier for us. Because it is still a pretty big walk. Your crash out is finished. Finished for now. Never know, we could crash out again any moment. I guess I have no stone. I was gonna say, let's build a canal alongside of this, and then I'm like, I have 0 stone. Furthermore, we have eaten all the stone nearby. So I found this nice little island, but I don't think I can actually get down here. That could be a bit of a problem. So there is a quarry here, stone deposits. I guess we're gonna have to build one. It's along the road, which is kind of nice. You're gonna need way more room for auxiliaries. Okay, what if I did that instead? Okay. It's a lot of furniture. It's a lot of furniture I don't necessarily have either, but... all things in time, I suppose. So... I think I'm going to have this road go out this way and then... probably up afterwards. I don't really want them on this exact angle. Because I want more room for training posts in here. But I tell you what, let's rock it like this. My janitors are going to be real mad about how many roads they've got to keep fixing up now. Because these are not a small distance. There are things you can build called, I believe they're called depots. Loading stations, unloading stations. Loading stations move very large quantities of a selected resource to unloading stations. Best placed near the resource you want to move, not their destination. And then a hauler fetches a designated resource and hauls it to a location. Haulers have increased carry capacity compared to normal subjects and can benefit from capacity boosts. Does not require resources to construct. I don't know. Is this far enough that I need to load it? Or can I just walk it? Feels like that's a very big building to be doing that with. Well, at least we have our nice little road out. I am still not keeping up with these eggs. But I guess these guys are still like babies. Yeah, you guys are making 13. You guys are making 1, so. What I don't get is all of these pastures are the same size, but they're significantly different. Oh, I guess because we don't have moisture, they can't have as many animals inside of them. So this one can only have like 23. This one has 30. This one has 31 because it's on slightly better land. I suppose that makes sense. Consumed a lot of vegetables, but I feel like this is complicated because some days we make a lot of vegetables, some days we don't. You are shy on both wood and furniture still. But that'll give us a consistent source of stone. And our militia is feeling 11% and 0% on archery. I feel like the problem here is that I don't have any bows. And I don't have any bows because I can't get any leather. So I'm going to have to start importing leather. I don't really see any other way around it. I mean, you got to spend money on something, right? We might be able to get to the point where we can start selling fish or eggs. All right, there are 30 people working in this quarry right now. That seems like maybe too many. Even 20 honestly seems like a hell of a lot. Oh yeah, I forgot we also unlocked statues. I have a couple little torches that just come into town. It's gonna be worth it. No, probably not, but I feel like we should have some. Is that another big torch down here? We'll add, say, nice big torch here. We can do another one there. And maybe just a little one right there and right here. I don't know that we need like every single area covered in torches. And by that, I mean, I quite literally do not know whether or not that's something you need. So I'm just going to hope a small, reasonable amount will be enough because we don't really have the wood input otherwise. I guess another thing I could export is livestock. Because I don't really use this for anything. Whoops. Prioritize, fetch. Just want to pull from this warehouse is what I want to do. So if we have 25 livestock stored, he'll start selling them. Don't sell for less than 20 for sure. And that'll be how we work that. This militia needs to be given bows in order for them to be able to do their job. That's probably why they couldn't get any trading. These guys also need weapons, but the unfortunate thing is I just don't have anything to give them. I guess I could unlock like makeshift weapons. Exiting to the Age of Wonders menu, going to try to create Reaver culture with Mona Bonaparte. Just remembered. Mona Bonaparte. It's a good name. It's a fine name. She'll make a fine warrior. I love how this torch is like, we're missing stone. I'm like, you are next to the quarry. You could not be closer to the quarry. I feel like we have some extra people, so I'm going to chuck them on the lab and let us get some more tech up as well. We now employ over 50 in the laboratories. As a result, we are getting boosted experience. Boosting will continue until we're up to 2,000. Awesome. Well, that's just fantastic. 11, 11, and 11 herders, so not quite enough there. There's only 20 vegetable farmers. Well, I like our specialized productions, at least. We could unlock a stage. I just feel like our guys are really, really happy right now, so I'm more concerned about not necessarily unlocking things that make them happy, but unlocking stuff that we need to expand the empire. Or like, I don't know, improve our fishing or our globulars. This needs 60 employees in the pastures for basic tending. Paper makers. Oh yeah, like to get advanced masonry, you need like Fines Craftsman 7. I guess makeshift weapons is probably what we're going to have to do. I did unlock a smithy, which does allow us to build falcatas. I don't know what our guys are really particularly good at. I know that it says that they are like good at fighting, but I'm not sure to what that means. To what level that means. I think I'm just going to get extra fish. Because honestly, the more food we have, kind of a little bit the better for us. And maybe we could start even exporting fish. Hard to say. You guys have a workload of 100. It's not necessarily means that you're overloaded. Oh yeah, decoration statues. The statues use cut stone. Hell yeah. I want to put these guys like everywhere. Fart. Tell you what, let's put one here and then like one down here. And then wow, these are huge. Can we see what they are? No. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was hoping they'd be like, this is a statue of so-and-so. They're known for being a big poopy jerk. Nobody really likes them. Guess let's build them there. Build one outside the training hall. One outside the apple orchard. Right, like I can also just build tiny ones too. Extra egg rolls. How's the game so far, Ron? It's doing pretty well, my dude. We just got hit with like our first raider request. And now, sorry, Mona is trying to climb up on a bunch of stuff and I'm obviously very suspicious of her. She found the secret cat bed that I put up there, which I want to replace with a heated cat bed and turn the cat camera on. But I haven't yet figured out how to convince her of this. So a couple of these statues should make a big bump for us. Loads of people praying. Things are going pretty nice. So far, so good. Lots of guys at the hearth. Can we upgrade the hearth? Requires fancy hearth. Also requires metal. Completely ill with the white shimmer. I'd like to see some more torches, the fancier kind, around. Our above world is beautiful and all that, but just imagine the wettest of lords, our streets covered by crystal water. I would like to wear more clothes. I would like to eat some more eggs. Could our ruler find it possible to increase food servings by just a little? Oh. Interesting. I could let people eat more. I have no problem with that. Give your cats lots of love. Cherish every moment. Believe me, I do, my dude. I most absolutely do. They are little goblins that take up, oh, so much of my time. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Dudes, we're going to need another fishery. I can hardly believe I am saying that. There is no way you can be this long. I knew it. I bamboozled myself. That's kind of as far as it can go here. So, I mean, where's the most value? Maybe if I just started on here. Whoops. Grab all of that in a fishery. What are you doing? Goofball? This could look nice. And then we still have like room for more fisheries up that way too. Now, does this count as connected? I hope so. Nah, it doesn't actually. So, okay. Well, if that's the case, you might as well grab a bit more of that. I will put the storage probably in about here. And then we can just build some big oxes. Casual 290 wood that we totally have, / totally do not have at all in any way. I miss your cat every day since she's gone. It's tough. It's tough. I've lost a few cats over my life, and you know, none of them get any easier. You just gotta love them while you got them. Give them all the love you can. How's this guy doing? This guy doing? Ooh, okay. There's a lot of work that needs to be done. Mostly, there's a lot of things that need wood to be repaired. Yeah, that's an issue. Our maintenance costs are up to 26. Oh, we gotta make a second woodcutter. There's no two ways around it, I don't think. Okay, if we do that. It's a big tasty fella. It's a lot of wood cutting room, but... Oh, I can also put 7 more woodcutters on this spot, which I didn't realize. That actually covers me. Yeah, you know what, dudes? The more woodcutters I have, the more things I can start making, like furniture. So I don't necessarily have to fill this one out right away, but at least clearing and prepping the space makes some sense. You know, we have our town sort of tucked away into this corner. Farmlands all on the outside, some quarries past that. Logically, it makes sense to me. How old are my cats? They are both 9 years old, I think now. They count as fully grown adult cats. We had to start feeding them the adult food recently. Told my 11-year niece about the Creative Assembly announcement. She said, that's stupid. Yeah, I have 2 sisters who are very precious to me. And I love them to pieces. I love them and hug them. But call them George. An inn. Oh, an inn would be cool. Upgraded markets. Also upgraded tavern. Okay, I am going to get fancy markets then. I didn't realize so much was locked behind that. And the good news, I can then go to my market and I can not upgrade it, but I can almost upgrade it. I just need a lot more furniture that we are chunking through. This woodcutter is requiring quite a lot of it. It's also hard to make furniture when you have no wood coming in. I feel like the food is staying neutral. If it's not neutral, it's got to be like kind of close to neutral. We're going to need more of these export guys as well. Probably put a bunch of them here, but I'm realizing things like we have meat that we could be selling. The meat especially because it's just decaying. Otherwise, nobody is eating it. I guess sell for 20 minimum. That'll just give us a little bit more income. This throne room, I think I'm probably going to end up moving. Because that's some nice space we got going on there right now. The throne is the center of your city, and subjects that don't have a clear path to it will not function properly. It will function poorly. Yeah, I mean, we have all this nice room down here. And this does feel like much more the center of the city. So why don't we do that? We can build a little stone palace around it or something. Actually, you know what? Let's like move it back a little bit and we can actually make it look nice. We'll put it to there. Can you move? Can I only move this so frequently? That's not what I... too fast. All right, at least it's like easy to move. Here we go. And we can say structures. I know we don't have a lot of stone right now, but that's what I'm going to use. You know, I think that looks nice for a throne room. That's a vibe. That tracks for me. And then we can just remove this entirely. Temperature is rising to extreme levels. Have they failed to build this properly? That looks like the throne is inside its own house. I think I see what happened here. All right, I'm going to move the throne back to there so that I can actually build in the ceiling of this building. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Too funny. And then I can move the throne in properly. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Proud representative of the chaotic wolves and goblins. 100% a goblin. I feel like all young nieces and nephews are always just goblins. It is their true form. Okay, that's a bit nicer. We can have some nice statues in front of it. Some torches inside. Maybe some benches on the way in. Put a statue behind the king. I mean, I don't know who the king is, but... Cool. Now people also hang out in here, which is kind of nice. Can I make this road a road instead of dirt? Kind of. What did I build that with? Cobblestone. No, I wanted paved. My bad, homie. Paved would look much nicer. Now, I probably could have just clicked upgrade there and it would have automatically done that instead of tasking someone to it, but yeah, I'm not going to panic too much about it. So, this room doesn't seem to be working. Nor are these rooms. It would appear that they glitched out when I tried to do this. Which, you know, that's fair. Trying to design things too close in, I guess. That should work. Will be blocked by other tiles. Yeah, but you don't have to be. Actually, I'm wondering. Can I sneak in a little house? If I just did that, that would fit there. And then sure, let's fit a longhouse there instead. It's better than nothing, right? And what I might actually be able to do here is just fit two... houses side by each. I was like, I'm not certain that's gonna work, but I'm also not certain it's gonna not work. I think it's gonna not work. But maybe if I make that a stone ceiling. Understanding how all the different pieces of walls and doors and all the various bric-a-brac is certainly can make things confusing. Since the employees of laboratories have plummeted, performance boosts from experience have been lost. What do you mean have plummeted? Oh, I am somehow lost an incredible amount of people here. We can accept 10 more. I have like one builder available right now. That's a stone wall. Yeah, this isn't working. I gotta have them just get rid of this stuff right now and then readjust. Yeah, so a longhouse can't fit in there. I think a house is just getting glitched out, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stack in some little apartments. That might work, that might not work. That didn't work. Will I ever learn my lesson? Never. But would that work? Also, no. That will, but only if I get rid of all of that. Wait, not those. Not those. I think. Perfect. Just like we intended. It's gonna make it so that these are cornered a little bit better. Just because that's a bit of a mess in there. So what's going on here? This building is not working, hey? Stone ceilings. Because of that guy? Yeah, totally because of that guy. All right, so that's one more bedroom for us. Good bunkhouse too. So an extra, what, 16? We're almost at 400. One thing we could just start doing is just slapping in like houses down here now. I think we'll have to go for houses instead of long houses. Just because it's a bit of a tighter fit. But, you know, good fishing homes. Good places for the fisher people to live. The fishy people to live. Everybody's got to live somewhere after all. Ba 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 ba. Handful of extra houses. All right, this fishing dock is also up and running now. So yeah, now we're cooking. Now we're making lots of fish. That's another 30. So let's bump to 400 because I think that will get us another unlock. This place is surprisingly not overloaded. No available services. Maybe I need a second guy on here. Oh, yeah. Oh, gross. I never noticed that before. You can actually see which toilets are clogged. So they are clogging out the toilets as people are coming in and emptying them. I did definitely need an extra guy in there. That was just a fully pooped up toilet. God, all these janitors just need wood. How's this doing? 20 out of 20 over here. We are actually making wood. But I think that that's new, so the janitors are still trying to, like, catch up on everything. Few archers going. No work is within this radius. Need to have at least 25 livestock, but we have like 67. Why are those livestock being sold? Why is there no food in my food stall? Perhaps you both need. You have like no workload. You have like omega workload. We've unlocked embassies for factions. We get another 30 innovation and 25 knowledge as well. I might have to throw this guy on auto employ, actually. Can we do marble flooring? Not yet. But, oh, actually, yeah, with 400 population. Yo. Good point. Can we get basements? Nah, we need 500 population for basements. And then from basements, we can get fancy roads, which will allow us to do bricked roads. Crystal water is the really fancy one. We need 1,000 pop for that. I could get a fancy well. I still don't have a swimming pool anywhere. Government. Ooh. Unlocks library. Faction. Libraries toil to assist your laboratories by preserving existing knowledge. Their work is impossible without a consistent supply of precious vellum leather. Oh, I don't have that. Schools, guards, executions, prisons, slaveries. I'm not really too worried about that. Unlocking this tech will result in workers being better for embassies. Work safety. Drills and deterrence. Fortifications, stone walls. I mean, that could be useful. Part of me is just like, put more points into fishing. Unlocks the mechanic, the jeweler. Crude crafting tools. Allows you to make tools. I mean, like, my biggest issue is I don't really have any way to make clothing right now. We could make poppies. And I bet poppies would sell for good money. I'm going to pick up makeshift weapons, and then I'm going to put another 2 points into fishing. I think that's just going to have to be the choice we make. And then at 400th population, why don't we cut another video here? This seems like a good spot to stop. We've got ourselves a little town buckled into the corner, surrounded by fishing posts. We've got a handful of ranching, a good bit of logging. We've got a quarry industry started along with our military. We got to start getting some coal and some other stuff, some water pumped down. But now that we have bricks coming in from the quarry and a consistent supply of wood, I feel like we're in a decent shape for that. We're also trading stuff out now, so we actually have leather coming in, which is really nice. We can probably start giving away fancy metal blocks to our people as well. Let's end it with that. And then, well, yeah, we'll start making some poppies and, I don't know, making drugs out of them? Who knows? Let's see what these lizard people get up to next time. Until then, bye-bye.